Hi, good evening, all of you, dear. God bless you. Good evening. Who is this? Prakriti, and then who is Shashank, Shmi, Rishikesh, Sandeep. People at this point in time, 22 is the score. So we'll be waiting for some more people to join in. In the meantime, I would request you, in case you have any questions, you can shoot, you see. If you have questions on whatever we have done chapter number 8, 9, and 14th, right? Product and pricing. We have finished product and pricing, and what we are going to do is we are going to talk today. We will be talking about distribution, and we will be even talking about, okay, these are the topics which we're going to do on the product, which are the two chapters which we chapter number 8 and chapter number 9. Okay, we did about what is a product, managing product, developing product, and then we spoke about pricing and the various kinds of pricing, right? Now we will be talking about, we have done the PCP, so I'm sure, all the people who had come, we have run through most of it. But for people, I see very few people in PCP. I see very few people now in VC also. You see, only 23 year number 1, semester number 1, and people don't come. Good evening. Anyways, that's the way it is, you see. No problem, dear. Thank you very much for all of you who came in and who are interested. So we will be starting off distribution. Okay, starting on distribution. Before I start off distribution, I am actually waiting for some more people to join in. Otherwise, I'll have to start all over again. So if in case you have any questions, I would request you to ask me. I don't know. Your PCP is over, I'm sure, right? Who came for the PCP? It is over, na? We have done the PCP, na? Yes, yeah. You had come, na? Prakriti had come for the PCP, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm great. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are, Shikesh, we did miss the first session. You also missed the PCP, maybe. We have doing on last 2 chapters. So, okay. Jay is also asking. Oh, hi. How are you, dear? Amol, Jayesh. Oh, I know you are my great friends. You see, I'm really missing Amol as well as Jayesh. Anyway, 5 minutes. Okay, what is 5 minutes, Rishikesh? Okay. I understood. See, what I will do is, if you allow me, I will wait for maybe 5 minutes or so that other people can come in, Rishikesh, and then there may be many of the people who will come in, who would have not attended the PCP as well as the session. So I would request you that you till such time, right? Okay, you've done only 8 and 9. We didn't do pricing, is it? We didn't do pricing, Lalit. Lalit, we did pricing, is it? I wrote pricing here. No? Are you sure? Lalit, we didn't do pricing. Whoever was there last time, did we do pricing, chapter number 14? We completed 14. Yes, Sandeep says we completed 14, Lalit. Because I written here in the register. So that's the reason. I don't know. Maybe you logged out earlier. I don't know. Yes, fully the numbers are tricking in. So we have about 30 people now. So numbers are tricking in. So Rishikesh, what I will do is I will rush through those 2 chapters which we have done, and even the 14th one. You see, just a summary of them. Nothing big, because you can't do a 3-hour session in 5 minutes, dear. But anyway, I will try my best to tell you that before we move on. In the meantime, I would request you again, since I'm waiting for people to come in, if you have any questions, or for all those people who attended or who have not attended, right? Anybody who attended and who have not attended, if you have any questions, I will answer. Thank you, Lalit. Lalit says, sir, you are very generous, you see. Oh, that's my job, dear. Yeah, that's my job, dear. Okay. See, I come here so that you all get benefited. I want you to get benefited, really. Okay. Girish, we will be doing we'll start with chapter number 12. Yeah, we'll start with chapter number 12. Prashant, I'm going to just recap those what I've done. Okay, let me start off recapping. Okay, recapping. We have 32 people. So again, things are going up. Anyway, see, let's start off. Okay, see, what we did was, I said this. let me start off what I started off with last time in the PCP, not even in the PCP as well as in the VCF. That I'm sure many people who gave marketing exam, you would have seen that you thought that you will be getting better marks in marketing, and compared to the other. But when you got the mark, I'm sure some of you would have been shocked. Tell you, this is going to happen more in this end. Okay, going to happen more. Yeah, Rishikesh says I got 30% out of 50. Congratulations, that's a good score. Let me tell you, dear, this will happen. This will happen, and we are going to have one minute, dear. Okay, okay. So we are. Good evening, Mandeep. We are going to basically have uh, questions which are more tougher in this term. But the point is the questions are tougher, but the chapters are easy compared to the first or the first term, whatever that midterm, it's easy. Okay. So what we are going to do is this particular end term, we will be talking about the 4 P's of marketing, which is the marketing mix. We said, look, that any product to be successful in the marketplace, right, we have to take care of the 4 P's of marketing. Is product, price, place, and promotion. And when we talk about services, we say we have to take care of 1 piece of marketing, which is obviously these 4 P's, which is product, price, place, and promotion, people, processes, and physical evidence. These are the 7 P's which we talk about taking care of in order to see that the business does well. For people who will be taking marketing as specialization, we have services marketing in your second year. So we will be talking about it there. But in this particular subject, in the first year, which is the general for everyone, we are talking about the marketing mix, which is product, okay, place, price, and promotion. These 4 P's, the 7 P's in services are called as services mix. So don't be confused. Some people will say marketing, right? And some people will say, service mix. So you should know it's marketing mix. You're talking about the product. When there's services mix, talking about the services. Okay. I will go about talking marketing mix. First, product. The first P, product. Your chapter number 8 and 9 is all about product. Okay. Then you have chapter number 14, which is about pricing. Okay, which is about price. Then we talk about the next one, which we have chapter number 12, which is distribution, which is P is place. Place is distribution. So that is the third P. And then we have promotion or integrated marketing communication, which is chapter number, I think, 10th, 11th, and 13th. These are the 3 chapters which we'll be doing. So we will be having these 4 things which are there. Last session in the VC, we have completed chapter number 8 and 9, which is about product concept. We looked at what is a product. We understood, therefore, what is product life cycle. We understood how a new product is developed in the market, if a company wants to increase its business, obviously it will have to get into new markets, new products, and so on. If it wants to get into new products, what is the way that new products are developed in the market and launched into the market? So we looked at new product development. We looked at another thing, which was adoption and diffusion of new products, which means when the product is introduced into the market, how the product is used by the consumer and how it is diffused as soon as by the consumer. So we looked at adoption and diffusion of product and product life cycle. I think I didn't mention this, or if I mentioned, I'm repeating it again. Product life cycle is the key to product management, and therefore we looked at the 4 distinct stages of introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. So we looked at all these in these 2 chapters, in chapter number 8 as well as chapter number 9. After completing this, I went to pricing. And I said that pricing, which is chapter number 14, that pricing is one of the most important management discipline. I also went on to say that price will make or break a product. Price can make or break a product. Therefore, it is very, very important for the product management the pricing decision, how to go about it. We looked at various examples and we saw if we increase, if a product price is very high, people may feel that it is of good quality, but then not for me, Many people, may feel that iPhone is very good, but not for me, it's too expensive, right? And they buy. If you price the product very, very low, people doubt the integrity and the efficacy of the product and feel कि यार इतने सस्ते में कैसे दे रहा है, कुछ तो लफड़ा है. If people do not buy, not people, but most of the people do not buy when the price is high. Many people do not buy when the price is low. So when do people buy? So the answer was that people buy when the price is right, right? And when the consumer feels that they get what they call as value for money. Which means, therefore, which went on, and therefore we went on to see what are the various pricing objectives of the company. Pricing objectives, we looked at profit orientation pricing, market skimming pricing, and we looked at, therefore, what and how do we price? What are the different kinds of pricing? Market skimming, market penetration pricing, status quo pricing. So we looked at all of this in the chapter, which is chapter number 14 on pricing. So we completed these 3 chapters, which is 8th and 9th on product and 14th on pricing. Dear friends, today I will be starting with the 3rd P, which is place, which is distribution, and how do product is distributed in the market. What I would like to start off by saying is that let us assume for a moment that the product is very good. Very good, it's very good product. And the price is right. People feel, yes, there is value for money. There is a good promotion also, a lot of advertising, etc. And now you as a consumer go to buy the product to a shop or wherever that product is available, and you find that it is not available. The entire thing that we did by making a good product, by pricing it right, by spending money on promotion and have a great promotion so that we created a pull, we learned in the first term, pull for the product, and you came to buy the product and the product is not available, which means the distribution is not proper. Distribution, therefore, is also one of the major P's of marketing. And we need to understand, therefore, what is distribution and how do we go about distributing the product in the market. So what I'm going to do is I have about 38 people now, so fine, we can start off, okay, on distribution decision, and I'm loading chapter number 12, which is distribution. So I'm sending the PPT to you, chapter 12, distribution decision. I'm taking a pause and sending this file across to you. In the meantime, if you have any questions on whatever I have said, please ask me, okay? Okay. Okay, everybody received the PPT? Everybody has received the PPT, yes or no, dear? Great. Great, great, very good. So 48 people have come in, so good, huh? Good, at least. I waited for a little moment, so at least we have people who came in, okay? Good, 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 good. Okay, so what I will do is I will just start off by distribution decision. And what is distribution? Obviously, we just looked at it. You will understand in this that what is, you will hear this word, okay? No sound. I think there's some problem at your end, Rishikesh. Everybody else is able to hear me. Okay? Here, let us understand, when we talk about distribution, some people will coin this name as distribution. Some will say supply chain management, intermediaries, people who are able to, talk about, we will, this thing. What we are therefore saying, dear, is that we will understand what are the different kind of channels for distribution, which we say channel intermediaries. Okay, that's what we are talking about. Channel intermediaries. We will understand the key issues in the strategy of which channel to use and why. And this is what we will be going about in the same thing. Okay, that's how we will be looking at and going about in the same way. Okay. Are you not able to hear me? I see Rishikesh again and again giving me this message. Are you able to hear me? Yes or no? Yes. So Rishikesh, there's some problem. 1 minute, I'll just try. We have sent the PPT, Kaushiki. We have already sent the PPT. I asked you, you see, whether the PPT is got or not. Yeah, PPT we have already here. Okay. Now what we will do is that this is what we will be talking about. Now what are marketing channels? See, first of all, let's understand what is distribution. Okay. Very simple. What is distribution? Very simple, dear. It is a set. First of all, everything, everything, okay, or all activities that is done to see that goods reach from the manufacturer to the consumer is called as distribution. Let's be very clear and understand this in a very simple layman language. All activities that is done to see that goods reaches from the manufacturing end or the manufacturer to the distributor is called as distribution. So you can download it from this link. Okay, it's called as distribution. And distribution जब हम करते हैं, these channels we talk about, these are set of interdependent organization, which means they are individuals or organizations of their own that helps to transfer the goods from the producer, which is a manufacturer, to the consumer in case of a consumer product or a B2C transaction or a B2B transaction, which is to the business. And channel members are called as intermediaries. The different people in the channel, which I will explain you now, will talk as intermediaries and middlemen to help to see that product reaches from the producer to the consumer. And supply chain, what we call as, is a connected change of all the business entities that help us to perform, that support the entire marketing channels function. So in short, as I explained to you, that everything or all activities that are done by the organization to see that goods moves or reaches to the consumer from the producer is called as distribution. Obviously, for distribution, depending on it is a B2B transaction, which is business to business transaction, or whether it is a B2C transaction, which I explained the product. B2C is business to consumer transaction. We need to understand that what are the different kinds of distribution channels do we have. Let me explain to you very briefly three things here, you know. We say zero level of distribution. Not there in your book, I think. That is a 0 level, 1 level, 2 level, and 3 level. We say we have 4 levels of distribution, we say. What is 0 level? 0 level of distribution means that manufacturer directly sells the good to the consumer. 0 level, बीच में कोई भी नहीं है. Manufacturers, you know, directly sell the goods to the consumer. 0 level distribution. Like you will see Amway, LRL, and so many other Tupperware and all those. Direct marketing, right? Direct marketing. Between the manufacturer and the consumer, there is nobody in between. The first level of distribution is manufacturer sells it to the retailer and retailer sells it to the consumer. Manufacturer sells it to the retailer, retailer sells it to the consumer, manufacturer और consumer के बीच में एक बंदा है retailer, right? So therefore, since एक बंदा है तो उसको हम first level of distribution बोलते हैं. The second level of distribution is manufacturer supplies to the wholesaler, wholesaler supplies to the retailer. Manufacturer supplies to the wholesaler, wholesaler supplies to the retailer. बीच में, between the manufacturer and the consumer, there are two people, and therefore this is called as second level of distribution. The third level of distribution is manufacturer supplies it to the agent. I will explain you. Agent supplies to the wholesaler, wholesaler to the retailer, and retailer to the consumer. Manufacturer supplies it to the wholesaler, manufacturer supplies it to an agent, agent supplies it to the wholesaler, wholesaler supplies it to the retailer, and retailer supplies it to the consumer. Three people in between, and therefore it's the third level of distribution. Let us understand that depending on the product, okay, let's understand the definition rather than the theory. We'll do the theory very fast afterwards. Depending on the type of product, depending on the type of business and industry, there are certain level of distributions which takes place. For example, if we look at FMCG product, if we look at pharmaceutical products, most of the company or all of the company, most, I would not say all is not the right word, maybe 95% of the companies will follow the third level of distribution, wherein they will go through the agent, agent to wholesaler, wholesaler, retailer, retailer, consumer. I'll give you an example which will clear. Let me first make you understand this. But let us just say for a services industry, right, you will see, or for business to business products, suppose I am manufacturing a machine which is helped or which packs pharmaceutical products, let's say tablets. Now I am a company manufacturing pharmaceutical tablets packing machine, and you are a company manufacturing tablets and you require my machine, right? So between you and me, I will directly supply manufacturer to manufacturer, B to B. Obviously, this becomes a zero level distribution because we went straight. At the most, we may have one person in between, because many a times if the servicing and things are supposed to be given, so they keep the sales and service people in between. So they will appoint certain people, because I may be manufacturing here, let's say in Mumbai, and I have sold the machine to a pharmaceutical company in Chennai. Now, if there is a breakdown there, okay, what will happen is, yes, Smita, if there's a breakdown there, what is going to happen is, every time, so there will be time lag. So depending on the services required, even Kirloskar, Cummins, these who sells generators, compressors, all these people have a sales and service thing. So they will go and attend to that and even help selling. So at the most, there may be one person. So in a B2B transaction, we normally follow lower level of distribution, whereas in a B2C transaction, most of the time, 95% of the time, we may follow the second or the third level of distribution. Okay. Now let me give you an example, okay, to make it more clear. Okay, so that clarity aa jayegi, then everything becomes easy. Let us assume for a moment that let's say actual product, we manufactured surgical dressings in a company. Our factory is in Pardi. Pardi is near Gujarat, right? Now we have appointed an agent. So manufacturer in Pardi appoints an agent for Maharashtra sales. Okay, so we have appointed a CNFA agent. So there are different kinds of agents. We have CNFA agent, CSA, consignee agents, so many type of them. I'm not getting into all that. Again, people who will do marketing, you have distribution in the third semester. We will be talking about in length on that. But at this point in time, let us understand an agent. An agent is a person who is appointed for the state, right? And we give the stock to that agent. So it could be a CNFA agent, it could be a CSA agent, it could be a super stockist, and so on and so forth. So I'm not, there are all different things, okay? I'm not making you understand that. So let us understand कि मैंने मुंबई के अंदर एक CNFA एजेंट या सुपर स्टॉकिस्ट को पूरा माल दे दिया कि वो पूरे महाराष्ट्र को सप्लाई करेगा, okay? Now let's say, so which means I put it an agent, okay, okay, in Mumbai who will sell to Maharashtra. Okay, मैंने agent बना दिया. Now let's assume this agent probably, let's say Mumbai. Now let's understand Mumbai, because most of you are from Mumbai, right? Yes, most of you are from Mumbai. Let's say Mumbai has got two tracks, okay, central track and western track. So two tracks, central track and western track. Okay, so VT to, let's say, Thane, okay, and we have Dadar here, okay, Dadar here, and here is VT. Let's say this is Thane, and you have Churchgate on one end, and let's say Borivali on the other. Okay, this is the way. So Dadar in between. People who is aware about Mumbai, we have one track here, we have another track here. I'm not getting into harbor. Just understand what we are talking about. Now I appoint a wholesaler, wholesaler 1. I appoint another wholesaler, wholesaler 2, wholesaler 3, and wholesaler 4. W1 to 4. So I appointed a wholesaler between here from VT to, let's say, Dadar, one from Dadar to, let's say, Thane, W1, W2, W3, W4, which means these wholesalers are people who agent gives the stock to. Agent gives the stock to these wholesaler. Okay, agent gives the stocks to these wholesalers, right? Now, one agent gives the stocks to the wholesaler, these wholesalers have given exclusive rights to market or sell to the retailers in that area. So let's say this wholesaler in this area may have let's say 50 retailer who is buying their product. Let's so R. So this wholesaler W1 will supply to all the retailers in his area. Similarly, W2 will supply to all the retailers in his area. W3 will do the same, and W4 will do the same. And you and me as consumer will go and buy from that retailer. Okay, that is called as 3-level distribution. So manufacturing done in Gujarat, agent for Maharashtra, let's say Rajasthan, agent for, let's say, Tamil Nadu, okay, is a point. Stock from the manufacturing end goes to these agents. Agents, you know, wholesalers lined up in respect areas like I've discussed. The agent से माल wholesaler के जाता है. Wholesaler goes and caters to all the retailers in his specific area. If he is given an exclusive area, these wholesalers go and give it to the retailer, and the customer buys from the retailer. So understand, third level of distribution, wherein there are 3 people in between. Now let me give you some financial angle for it. Let us assume the MRP of a product is 100 rupee. Let us assume the MRP of a product is 100 rupee. Let me give you some financial implications. Is 100 rupee. Matlab, you and me go and buy the product at 100 rupee, okay, from the market or from the retailer, from the dukaan. एक दुकान मैंने एक bottle लिया, 100 rupee, right? MRP is there, 100 rupee. Oh my God, I forgot the T. 100 rupee, right, is there. Now, when we are doing, it's that 100 rupee is there karke. Well, you know what happens is, now this MRP, 100 rupee, we are buying from the retailer. We are buying from the retailer, right? 100 rupee. Now, the retailer gets this stock. About 18 to 20% का difference होता है normally. In food products, the difference is 4%. In cigarettes, the difference is 3%. In most of the FMCG product, it will be about 5-7%. Pharmaceutical product, 18-20%. So different product may have different percentage margin given to the retailer. Let me assume for a moment it's a pharmaceutical product, because we are taking an example of, let's take an example of pharmaceutical, and let us assume that he gets a 20% discount, which means retailer gets the stock. this stock of, let's say, one strip which is available at 100 rupee, retailer gets it at 80 rupees. When the retailer gets it at 80 rupee, retailer obviously buys from the wholesaler, as we have seen. Now wholesaler normally gets 10 to 12%. Let's assume for a moment 10%, which means the retailer, this is 10%, this is 20%. The retailer gets it at 72 rupees. Sorry, the wholesaler gets it at 72 rupees. Now let's say the wholesaler is buying from the agent, like we looked at it, is buying from the agent. The agent in pharmaceutical normally gets about 4%. So 7 fours are 28. Let's say 3 rupees gone. So agent gets this stock at 69 rupees, which means the manufacturer M supplies this stock to the agent. Manufacturer M supplies this stock to the agent at 69 rupees. Okay. If you reduce all the taxes, vagera, then what becomes as NSR, we call it, which is net sales realization, or NR, we also call net realization. That is the amount of money which company gets. Now let us understand for a moment that, the 69 rupees product is bought by the consumer at 100 rupee, right? Which means, see the cost of distribution. Right? Approximately 31 rupees goes towards the cost of distribution of a product. Believe me, on Sunday I was training the GPI people, the Godfrey Phillips India, the number 2 brand leader in the cigarette market. Year to year, and quarter to quarter, the sales are going down, and obviously there's a dark market scenario because they cannot do advertising, they cannot do what we call as visibility drive, merchandising, and things like that. And I'm doing a change management program for them, right, for the entire management team across the country. What happens there is I saw that a 7 rupee cigarette, I will give you this, I will give you this. I don't have a page, otherwise I will show you. Yeah, it's a then. Yeah, 1 minute. Okay, so what happens is that I will just show you. Chota page dena. Okay. So what happens is that there, I saw that, a 7 rupees product, a cigarette which was 7 rupees, you will be shocked to know that the manufacturing cost of that cigarette is 59 paisa. And the next biggest people who is buying, he showed me this character, is the government takes 3 rupees 57 paisa as taxes, which means 4 rupees is the product price before it gets to the agent, right? Imagine a 7 rupees product, okay? 4 rupees. I saw 0.59. I don't have, I remember this. And 3 rupees 57 paisa is what the government was. This was the manufacturing cost. And the government was taking 3.57 for a product which MRP of that product was 7 rupees. Which means, again, if you see, iske beech mein they had dealers and all which have the product. So 4 and 7, 3 rupees also in this case goes to the distributor. Imagine what the company earns. Again, with this kind of a product segment also, see the cost of distribution. Dear friends, this very clearly implies, I wanted to give you some, I wanted to give you some insights into the cost here. This very clearly brings us to the insight that distribution decisions are very important decisions because they actually creates or has a lot of impact on the cost of the end product. Dear friends, let me tell you, if you look at any product for that matter, the manufacturing cost, the manufacturing cost of those products may be like, see, imagine 7 rupee MRP, 59 paisa. Imagine, dear, right? that kind of, now here of course the government is taking a lot of chunk on taxes, because that's a separate issue altogether. But we need to understand, right? Okay. Rishikesh is saying, sir, government purpose is very clear, good for smokers to avoid smoking, says Rishikesh. Rishikesh, you see, I don't know, dear. Very simple. You can ban beef, right? You can ban, let's say, alcohol in certain areas. Why can't you ban cigarettes, dear? We understand, dear. Let's understand. Government purpose is whatever, right? If they had good thing in mind of people, I will say ban it, right? Please, I'm not against government. I'm not into political things, and I am not into all of that. But let me tell you, I have a very, very clear thing, right? The very, very clear thing. You talk about the government. Why is the government not banning it, dear? You want good thing, right? The government is not banning because it gets a lot of revenue at the cost of health, revenue at the cost, saying that give me more money, more money, because expenses goes up, and therefore people will not buy. Dear, नशा करने वाला आदमी चोरी करेगा लेकिन पैसा लाएगा और पिएगा. ये नशे की चीज है. इतना पुल आता, the pull is so high, not right. And therefore I say that, dear friends, I go on and say that, I say in market, can we create that kind of pull, like these kind of products create in the minds of the consumer? Good marketing. Let's look at it positively, right? For a wrong cause, but let's look at it positively. Can I create that pull, right? That no, I want this here. So, dear, what I'm to tell you is, I'm not getting to the separate thing of there. It also depends very clearly who wants to do what. Okay, let's not, that's a different discussion altogether, and I don't want to get into that at this point in time. We are talking about the cost. What I am driving home to summarize before I go into the PPTs and rush it off is that, whether it is your right, whether it is right, Kumar says, sir, Pepsi, Coke, सबका यही हाल है. Yes, dear, सबका यही हाल है. Okay, so let us understand. Cost of Pepsi, 1 rupee 10 paisa only, and we are buying at 10 rupees, 12 rupees. See, let's understand, dear, that if you look at any product category, distribution cost is one of the major cost in the entire pricing decision. So therefore, which channel to use? Channel, one channel, second channel, third channel. Who are the intermediaries? These wholesalers, retailers are called as intermediaries, right? Naam alag alag hai, but these are called as intermediaries. These are also called as channel members. So which is to be used, how is to be used, is a major decision which needs to be taken. Once you are clear with this, in a small way though, clear with this, I could go about making you understand Bosch distribution structure, ITC, P&G, pharmaceutical. Look at it there, and you will see that cost is one of the major factor. Are you clear? Any questions? Are you clear? Let's understand how it is important. Are you clear? Yes or no? Very fast. Very good. Sachin says no. If it is no, then ask me a question, Sachin. If it is no, then ask me a question. Okay. Yes. Says yes. Sachin says no. Then I don't know what Sachin is. Sorry. Oh, he says now. Okay. Yes, you said no. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. You explained so well. Thank you very much, Rashmi. I'm very good. You know that. Yeah. Thank you, dear. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. So anyway, now let's understand. Very good. You can eliminate middlemen, but not their services. Meaning what, sir? Snehal says, dear, see, when you talk about the services that they do, okay, services that a particular intermediate give you, okay, you have to have that services. Which means, if I say I don't want to have this agent, Lekin the agent is supplying to the wholesaler, which means I, a manufacturer, have to go and supply to the wholesaler, is it not? मतलब मैं आदमी को यहाँ से उड़ा सकता है, लेकिन सर्विस को उड़ा नहीं सकता ना. मुझे ये आदमी हेल्प कर रहा है, agent, to reach it to the wholesaler. But if I remove that agent, let's say I remove the agent, but the services that is required, I have to give. Is it not? Right? Are you clear? Yes, sir. What about distribution channel international in case of metal mineral? Paul, Gaurav, I told you, I think you joined in late, dear. We will talk about all this in a very great depth. You have distribution as one subject in the next year for all the people who will be taking marketing. One subject. It's a big book, we have about 14 chapters on that. So we'll clear all of that then, right? At the moment, dear, if I get into all that, I will never finish, right? So I'm sorry, dear, but let us, so therefore I looked at, what is, you see, how things will probably move ahead, dear, is it not? So let's understand broadly at this point in time. Yeah, we don't want to do a PhD in distribution in the first semester itself. We will do as we move ahead, but let's understand FMCG distribution, pharmaceutical distribution, direct marketing distribution are the channels. Let us understand that, dear, these are therefore the cost of distribution is very high, and every company and organization therefore needs to understand and needs a lot pains, basically, effort, not pain is not the right word, effort, to find out what could be the right distribution. Rashmi, thank you very much. She says, sir, I think you're the coolest person in the institute. Thank you so much, dear. Also the most handsome and a smiling person in the entire world. One of them, dear. Be happy, you see. Always there. Be happy. Can I? Always remember, be happy in whatever we have. I always say, dear, that if you feel good about yourself, if you're confident, you're educated, you're experienced, you're good enough, you feel happy about yourself, you will always feel good. And if you feel good, you will look good. Is it not? That is the way it is in life, dear. Thank you very much, dear. Let's go ahead. Okay, what are the channel function? Okay, specialization, we have to understand special channels will have a different way in which we are moving ahead. We have to make the product available in the market, in the right place, in the right quantity, in the right price. What are the important function, dear? Very important function is specialization. See that the particular thing reaches the consumer in types of channel intermediaries, agents, wholesalers, retailers. I've already spoken about it. What are the functions that they provide? Obviously, they contact, they take order, negotiate, they keep the stock, they physically distribute the stock. When the stock comes, they take the stock, sort that stock out, store the stock, then move the stock ahead to this. They also probably have to pay for the stock. So obviously they will be doing financing. They will also have to do a lot of research in what it is going to happen. Direct channel, I've already talked about, on World Encyclopedia, etc., etc., etc. A lot of them are there, retailers, wholesalers. B2B channels, I've already said there, few intermediaries in a B2B channel, maybe 0 or 1. Most of the time the sales are in large quantity. Let's say a government sales, we directly sell to the government. There could be some industrial distributor like a sales service person, which I have already used this. Today internet is becoming a big thing. It could be e-commerce, right? In the retail segment, on online buying, right? Just now when I was coming up, the full-time guys here are doing a project, and they all surrounded me because they wanted me to be their guide to talk about how, and they wanted to do consumer buyer behavior. So on online buying, so I was discussing, look at what is e-commerce doing in a B2B segment. Look at what is e-commerce doing when in case of a B2C segment. Look at, analyze Flipkart. Mayantra has been now taken by them. Snapdeal. Look at, Amazon now. Look at, you see, Naptol maybe, as an Indian thing. So let us understand that what are they doing, They are providing a platform for the seller and the buyer to meet, right? Their platform as a seller and a buyer to meet. Let us understand. When it comes to a B2B segment, I want to buy something for my company, a raw material, I get to Google, get into it, go to India Mart, right? Find out, go to other trade journals, find out, and then, I straight away send an email or an inquiry or a contact that this is what I need to, and I do it to 10 people for the same item. Now these 10 people contact me, I get a comparative, and I look at what is the comparative chart when it comes to the technical specifications as well as price, right? I look at it and ask them that if they give me some references on where their lines are used in case of machine, where it is used, or who are their vendors. I ask them who are their customers that have, so I probably look at them, talk to them, and then finally, I may have a one-to-one discussion. I see most of the businesses sometimes today happening without even meeting the meeting the lecturer guy, right? Meeting them. Without them, we are having, international marketing, like Paul was talking, hardly you see. Sometimes it's most of the time only on the mail, right? ठीक है, money transacted, माल आ गया, पैसा पहला भेज दो, irrevocable LC, give the money, right, and move ahead. So internet, the increased use of internet has become a great thing. Virtual marketplace we are talking about, and what are the factors affecting the channel? We need to understand what is the market factors there. Suppose I am a pharmaceutical company. There are some pharmaceutical companies, which is called as propaganda company. What do? Is they manufacture, and then they go to the doctors, and one to one, they will put one guy, they will catch hold of a few doctors, right? And then they start promoting. So they will make products available at the retailer, and then they will move ahead, Karan, you are MR, is it? He says MR. Are you an MR, Karan? Karan, you say what? No, sir. Okay. Okay. So you said MR. No, those are medical representatives. Medical representatives are people who go and promote the product. So that's the marketing channel which they use, or selling channel which they use. But there are some companies which probably, say build the product, and they go talk to the doctor, catch hold of the doctor, patate hain usko, and then what they straight away, put the product at the retailer. Give it at the retailer, and so they have so they move all the people in between, and that much money they give to the doctor. So a lot of things are done, ethical to talk, on this platform, but that's the way these are, geographical locations, right? Yes, geographical locations also in market affects channel here. Reason being that you need to understand that where are you placed and where. For example, like I said, that I am into B2B business. I am manufacturing, let's say in Mumbai, and I have to sell to, let's say, and I have sold my machine to let's say, far out places down south. Now, if I have sold them, I'm directly supplying and I'm directly servicing. But if I have sold them there and I'm selling all those material, across the location, it's difficult for me to basically go and service all of them. How many people will I keep? So it's better to, and if that is the way it is, and I'm selling to far off geographical locations, it is better to have someone there, right, to take care of. So in spite or instead of me having a direct channel which I wanted, having a direct channel which I would prefer, or having a direct channel which I want, yet what I would do is that I will go about appointing the people there. Is that cover in this three factor? I didn't understand what you're saying, Rishikesh. I didn't understand, right, what you're saying. Okay. So we talk about levels. So then we have three kind of distribution. One is intensive distribution. What is intensive? Here, the product is made available in every outlet. In every outlet where target customer may want to buy. Small unit product, FMCG product, a bread, let's say bread or a butter, should be available in all the, as many outlets as possible. Selective. The distribution is achieved by giving it to some dealers to eliminate all but few dealers in a single area. So selectively we will give. And one is exclusive distribution. Exclusive means we will give only to you. I showed this example, right? This example which I showed in an FMCG, this wasn't exclusive. I have just given a wholesaler the entire right to sell here in this area, which is exclusive distribution, right? That is what we are talking about, exclusive distribution. And these people have got great channel power and channel control. Let me tell you, dear, let me give you an example here. When I was working for J&J, we had the product, right? Johnson powder and Johnson baby powder, baby soap and all that. And the retailers in Mumbai here wanted to increase their margins. We were anyway giving 18 to 20%, but they wanted more margins. So since we were not compiling to that, they boycotted our product. And they went on saying that we will not be stocking the product. These channel retailers here, because they were under an agency called as RDCA, which is called as Retail Dispensing Chemist Association, was a very powerful body once upon a time, right, in Mumbai. And they were very powerful. So what happened is that they said, no, we will not supply, we will not keep your stock. And they went on, you see, and we had to do a lot of work on that, and I was actually involved in that, to actually negotiate and move ahead, with the distance. That's a long story, but let us understand here, they didn't bend, and then we went on to find another distribution way. So what we did was, where we were selling to only chemists and things at that point in time, we said that we will not sell to chemists now alone, because they were anyway not buying. So we went to wholesalers. In fact, they made us do it, because like they say, sometimes in adversity we see an opportunity. So I remember, I was handling that brand then, and I was actually negotiating, and I was under a lot of pressure when I was negotiating with the RDCA, and RDCA was unwilling to budge. They were very clear, saying, Deepak bhai, we want this thing and aapko karna hai, otherwise we will not sell. Now, and then since we were not agreeing, 2 months over, 3 months over, 4 months over, then they went on, putting a placard on their chemist shop saying that we don't stock Johnson products. And when people came and asked them that why don't they stock Johnson product, they went on to say that, see sir, every year the price is going up. He said, yes. We are actually going to support you people and say why every day the price is going up. The price is should not go up, karke, and therefore you be with us. We are contesting, This is what they started. And I remember with my MD, we had a big discussion on this, and we were actually thinking, that what to do. And then we did a lot of brainstorming, and we thought that we need to combat this. Now, how do we combat this, So channel distribution, we went on to think about that, these small kirana shops, these small wholesalers that point in time, because wo time pe ye supermarkets वगैरह तो नहीं होते थे. So those point of times, what they used to do is that they were buying, and these people sell biscuits and, cigarettes and small things where they don't get in that kind of a margin, which we were anyway giving at 18-20%. So what we did was we tapped that channel and went on to a very aggressive sales campaign with those people, saying that, you stock our products and we will support you on that. And there were certain products which were under FDA. We went on and cleared that product there, and we went on very aggressively and put all the retailers में हमने उसको available कराया, and we asked them that whoever comes to you, you should say that and then we had a contest called as mystery customer. What was mystery customer? I said, if I come into your shop and I ask, I want this, you give me J&J product. And I say, oh, why are you stocking J&J product? These guys are not. Then you should say that these guys, chemists, were getting enough margin only because of their margins they are doing. We don't want to do all that. And if I say, well, thank you very much, and whatever stock you will have, I will give you free. So we said mystery customer. We had a contest, for these retailers. And everyone who were coming to their shops, these guys were just promoting. With that, what happened is that the consumer started feeling, oh my God, these chemists were talking about like this. So you see, you need to be conflict management, right? We said, these guys were talking about Yes, we tried. I really tried a lot to get this out, but they were just not buzzing. So therefore, we had no other alternative. Adversity, we saw an opportunity, and therefore, what happens is we went ahead, and these guys went on promoting our products. I'm talking about small retailers. Our sales started going up. You see, what happened is that chemist sales went down, started going down. You know why? Because many times when the person, if you and I go to a chemist, right, to buy, let's say, a pharmaceutical product or a powder or something, we are standing there till the time it's the stock. We say, यार एक Vicks भी दे देना, एक shaving cream कौन सा है वो भी दे देना. So what happens is these sales were also happening with these people. Now, when people started losing trust in those chemists, the chemist went to the wholesale, the consumer went to the other retailer, and their sales of other businesses, not pharmaceutical product, other businesses started going down. And I remember, I don't want to name that person, you know, he was one of the head at that RDCA. He called me for a meeting, and my boss said, nothing doing, we are not going to pass. And believe me, dear, we had a tough time. Our sales went up, our trust went up, and these guys agreed to whatever we said, and we went on, you know, and we went on with them. Dear, now we were able to be successful at that point in time only because we were a big brand, number one. Number two, we were having more than 98% market share, because when it comes to babies, today also, everything or anything that comes to the mind of the parents is only Johnson baby powder, Johnson baby cream, Johnson baby lotion, Johnson baby shampoo, you know. That's the kind of emotional pull that J&J has collected over years, you know. And this emotional pull is so strong, dear, that people are just going to come there. So because we had that kind of an aura, because we have that kind of power, because we had that kind of brand equity, because we had kind of brand value and therefore brand persistence, what we did was we went ahead and looked out various things where we need to do, and a new channel distribution opened up for us, right? And we did in year, when 6 months of time these guys had been at boycott, we ended up our sales by increasing our sales, you will not believe, by 42% that year, you know, in spite of that boycott. What I'm trying to do now, that may not be possible with all products, that may not be possible with but we need to understand, right, that, dear, these people have got a lot of channel power, right, and therefore, okay, we have to see how we go about and with them. And this is one of the major thing of sales management, salespeople who handle the distribution. There will be conflict, and we need to have conflicting goals. With conflict comes failure to fulfill expectations. It could be ideological differences between two people. It could be different perceptions about reality, and these are various things which need to be done, dear. But we have to remember, dear, that these distributors are partners in our business, and because they are partners in our business, we have to understand that we have to go together with good kind of alliances, partnership, mutually beneficial relationship, so that they are with us and they move about with us karke. And we have to go about finding the right kind of distributors, the right kind of people. Previously, I was telling someone today itself, previously, when a company was looking at a distributor, it was only looking at whether the distributor had the space, the money to invest in our stock, and we will market and he will just distribute the product. There is a paradigm shift today in how we are looking at distribution. The paradigm shift is very simple. That is that, can the distribution, will the distributor be able to add value? Money everyone has. If they don't have, there are so many ways to get the money, it's easily available. Dear, it's the distributor. can the distributor add value to my products and services? Can he, will he, should he go and sell and market my products to them? So that's again something which we are looking at, and we are just not looking at whether he has the space. We are just not looking at how to manage the transportation, the storage, the material handling, and all that. These are important, which anyway we'll be looking at. So this transportation, storing, and handling of goods to match what the consumer needs, right, is called also as logistics, right? So logistics is what? Transporting, sorting, storing, inventory management, moving ahead the stock. This is another name is logistic, and we have to see that we have to look at how logistics are taking place in our type of product. Total cost, very important. I have already spoken about cost and how cost is impacting the distribution level, and this is very important, and we have to look at cost. I have already talked about supply chain management and what the supply chain does. The entire activities of supply from one chain to another, the second chain to another, is called as supply chain management. Logistic is a subset of the supply chain management, and supply chain management is also subset of the entire distribution, what we are looking at. How do you transfer the stock from one place to another depends upon the type of product, the type of industry, the type of consumer which we are selling. You can ship it by rail or ships or containers, etc., etc., etc. So for export markets or when we are importing, we send it with containers and things like that, store the product, and therefore the concepts that we should know is one is called as GIT. What is GIT? GIT is what Japanese use called as just-in-time production, because Japanese felt that inventories are causes of all evil, because inventory bears a cost, right? And because inventory bears a cost, they wanted to have just-in-time inventory. So you have the order, you make the product and send it. So that kind of concept which they talked about. Today we have of computer-based data thing or electronic data. Even when you buy certain product, you just scan, and today there is a distribution. You order something on Amazon, you can track the shipment, right? From the tribe, the shipment, where is the shipment at this point in time, when it will be tentatively delivered. Everything you are able to track today through the electronics data center. They are able to track the RIFD system they are using to track even the trucks and so on and so forth. So supply chain management therefore is based on cost, the reliability of the person or the channel member, the capability of that. I've already spoken about whether he is able to add value, whether we'll be able to assess to them, and so on and so forth. Services industries are growing too much. I am told you that we are not talking about services here, but when it comes to services distribution, because services are the fastest growing part of the Indian economy today. If you just go and look at it, there's a faster growing part of the Indian economy, right? And therefore, we have to understand that distribution also are normally shorter channel of distribution, direct channel of distribution, at the most direct, or if I'm giving an educational service, right? So you and me are on the direct channel, consumer, manufacturer to consumer, or at the most there may be one person or two as agency who is promoting the product, promoting the brand, and get people, maybe a short one channel maybe there, to have a 0 or 1 level of distribution when it comes to service. Okay, so we then need to understand that, to summarize, marketing distribution is a major cost and a major important function in the marketing mix. Distribution, because of the major cost involved, has the decisions of distribution which has to be taken when it comes to channel intermediaries and channel members is very crucial. Channel intermediaries actually bridges the gap and give the services which the customer requires, right? And what the promoter does. There are three levels of distribution: intensive, selecting, and exclusive distribution. There could be some overlapping in certain case here, but forget it, at this point in time. Supply chain, therefore, is a very, very vital part in the distribution management system, because the entire logistic, the entire transportation, supply, stock, sorting, storing, and forwarding is what is done through the supply chain, and this is a very integral part in the distribution management system. This ends your chapter, right, which is distribution decision. In other words, P, place. So with that, we end this chapter. So we have ended product concept. You see, I have already done 2 VCF with you. I just checked. I was just checking. The first VCF, we had an issue there was a major technical issue, so we were not able to do, I think, after 8:15 or 8:20. So we did another session immediately on the next Wednesday, I remember, and we completed 8, which we had done half, 9 and 14. Now we have completed 12. With this, we have completed 3 P's: 1 product, 2 price, and 3 place, which is distribution. Right? Now we will go to the last one, which is promotion. 3 chapters in promotion, but don't you worry, there are a lot of overlapping in this, a lot of overlapping in this. So what we will do is I'll take a pause and we will start on with integrated marketing communication, and I'm going to explain you on the paper first, which will make it easier for you to understand, and then I will move through the chapters. Lot of overlapping in these chapters, so we will be able to make it fast and complete all the 3. In the meantime, you have any questions, I will take them. Okay, I'll come back. Let me explain you the last P, which is promotion. Okay, has everybody got? Okay, Rishikesh has a question. Okay, let me see. What is it? Lamba likha hai. Not sure, sir, if my question is linked with this chapter. But why manufacture? Do you have a webcam? Rishikesh, do you have a webcam? Are you from Mumbai? Yes, you have a webcam, okay? Oh, wait, I'll see whether I'll be, okay, you're in Dubai, okay, good. Okay, tell me, you have any product in your mind? Tell me that. Yeah, which product you have in your mind for which you are asking me this question? Please tell me that, okay? He says, sir, not sure. AC. Nay, what AC? What AC? Give an example, give a brand, give what you have in your mind. Not sure, sir, if my question is linked with this chapter, but why manufacturers opt for 2 brands for the same product in the same market, specifically territories or countries, okay? Which particular thing which you are talking about? Okay, I'm working with RAM Manufacturing USA, okay? So? One minute, to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to hear me, Rishikesh?
Yes, sir.
Great. Oh, good for logging in, dear. Okay, ask me,
Yes,
because
thanks,
you
sir.
see, let everybody, you are online now, everybody is able to see you, okay? You and me, both together, everybody is able to see you. Okay, Rishikesh, tell me what is it?
Good evening, everybody. First time on the web.
Yeah. Okay, great. Bol,
Yeah.
where are you in Dubai? Where do you stay?
I am staying in Al Nahda, the border of
Okay.
Sharjah and Dubai. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, tell me, dear. Good evening. Tell me.
Yeah.
Ask your question.
Sir,
Tell, Bol.
yeah, we are actually representing Ream Manufacturing Company from USA. This is the MENA region office where I am sitting.
थोड़ा
I'm
जोर
the
से बोल,
technical
थोड़ा
support.
जोर से बोल, थोड़ा जोर से बोल. हाँ,
अभी आ रहा है आवाज?
हाँ, आवाज तो पहले भी आ रहा है, थोड़ा स्लो आ रहा है ना, सबको मिलेगा. हाँ, बोलो. हाँ.
Okay. I'm working with Ream Manufacturing Company, which is US based, and I'm with their MENA region branch office in Dubai, and I'm the technical manager. So we are representing our same machine with two brands, Ream and Rood, and we are having two distributors, all in two distributors in every country. So whenever I am interacting with them, they are finding it difficult to sell their products, which is not, of course, my role typically, but that is the doubt I have, like why we are promoting two brands for the same machine.
Okay, are the two brand price the same?
No, there is maximum 3-4% difference.
So it is not priced the same, right? ठीक है. Are these ACs which you are manufacturing split AC, or it is an air conditioning systems for offices?
It is both residential and commercial, and some
Residential
packages
and
also.
commercial.
Yeah.
Okay. What this particular thing which you are talking about, two different brands, okay, at different price points, is basically, see, you are a technical person, you know it is the same. But if you look at catalogs which they probably have, do you think that they are saying it is the same? Are they saying
Yes,
this is the same? Are the sales guys going and saying it's the same?
Sales guys are not saying same, but if you refer the catalog, the technical data is exactly the same. Like only the name, physically only we are actually providing the catalog data. So it is physically same, only the name is changing.
So why is it that the sales guy, what is the sales guy is promoting as? Suppose you come to me, Rishikesh, suppose Rishikesh, I am trying to understand so that I can answer your question. This is a marketing strategy. Okay, let us assume for a moment that you are from that company and you come to me, and you are a sales guy, let's say, and you come to me. How will you promote these two products? Tell me. Because why I'm asking you is that you are a technical guy, I understand, but I'm sure you are in hand with the sales guys, and you know what they are doing. In such a situation, if you consider yourself as a sales guy and you come to me, let's say I am a consumer, I'm not a B2B business, I'm a consumer, how do you promote this to me? Tell me.
Yeah, basically what I feel as of now, we are promoting based on the strength of distributor, because in few countries, Ream distributors are very strong in terms of their financial strength, after service support, and the warehousing. And in few cases, Rood is very strong, like in Qatar, Kuwait. So there, based on their strength as a manufacturer, we promote specifically Rood or Ream, depending upon the strength of that distributor.
Which means, in other words, you in Dubai, let's say you are in Dubai, you are not promoting both the brand to the same person. Are you doing it?
No.
No, so
we are not doing it.
So you are not doing it. So your answer is straight. Okay, answer is very simple. What have you done is that you have made a particular machine, branded it up in a particular way, let's say Ream, like one brand, and that is what you started marketing in one area. Okay, one area at a price and given exclusivity there. You went ahead with another product in another area, because so many a times what happens is that in order to keep barriers, because see, UAE is a country where you can do trade between here there, right? You can say, because small country na, right? Tu Doha mein bhi bechega, Qatar mein jayega, Qatar ke udhar jayega, you will send in Dubai, yahan pe wo dekhega, wo pura Sharjah, Dubai, Alana, sab jagah pe bechega. Okay. Whereas if you look at, there, so in order to see that agar main X company se hoon, mera brand ye hai, wahan pe ye brand yahan strong hai, yahan ye brand strong hai, so these people cannot come into this area and sell. Because you have kept that exclusivity, you say, which means that I am not going as a company to a consumer saying that I have Ream also and I have Rood also. तेरे को क्या लेना है ले ले. मेरे पास Katrina भी है और मेरे पास ऐश्वर्या भी है. बता क्या चाहिए. Right?
Actually, so the problem with our marketing team is when they are negotiating, suppose Ream and Rood is for the same project, if they are negotiating, then they have to
project
represent
now.
both the brands. And
Yeah.
there actually the challenge comes, because then, either of the brand has to sacrifice their sales, and then they will have, bad image of Ream as a company, that they are supporting, some particular brand. And
So
in fact, they are not
that
able to
see,
promote and, increase their sales.
it is always like that. It is always like that, dear. See, we have, these are, when you will come into the next semester, Rishikesh, we will be having a subject called as strategic management. In strategic management, we will be talking about what the corporate level strategy is, what the SBU strategy is, and what the functional level strategy is. And in that point in time, when we look at it, that these should be in line, but sometimes because of inner conflicts between the functional, like, sales and service will always have at loggerheads, वो सेल्स वाला कुछ प्रॉमिस करके जाएगा, टेक्निकल वाला बोलेगा ये क्या बोल रहा है तू यार, ये तो बोला नहीं, मैं इसको बोला तू चुप रहे, मैं ऐसा उसको बोला हूं करके. So I'm sure you are also facing this, like you say, the catalog shows the same, the sales guy will say something different, right? So therefore what will happen is that we have to understand that one, we specifically give one particular brand to one area and another brand to another area with a simple logic, simple thinking, that there should not be infiltration. Could be one reason. I'm not saying that is the only reason, right? It is a strategy that will be depend. I'll tell you one simple example. I wanted, my son was staying in Europe. He's back here, right, in India.
Okay.
Now, in his room, he wanted to buy put a split AC, because what he went to the shop. He told me that, Dad, he called me from there. He's saying, Dad, Videocon, Videocon, right? Videocon is manufacturing, ACs, and they have contacted Vijay Sales, and Vijay Sales as an in-house brand has branded Visce, V-I-S-C karke, and that's what they are selling, a five-star AC of 1 ton. In all other brands are available at about 28, 30, 34,000 rupees, and they are giving at 26,000 rupees. They are giving 3 years, 2 years service warranty, servicing the 3 years, 7 services they are giving you. Right, in 3 years time, 7 services, 5 years warranty of a compressor which everybody gives, but 5-year warranty on the entire thing. And he says that, Dad, this looks better, because this is from Videocon, and this we are getting all this thing, and there's a lower, why don't we try this? And believe me, I said, yeah, I don't know. You see, it is this Videocon. He said, yeah, we'll go. And he took the Videocon person, only came and installed. And when I was talking to the Videocon people, he said, now see, people, and it's doing fine. Is doing fine. Yes. See, let's understand here, like you rightly said, compressor to wahi hoga, rating wahi hoga. You are a technical person, you understand more than me. I don't know anything technically. I am a salesman, I can just sell, and I can sell just anything, you see. So let us understand technically. That doesn't mean that I will bluff and sell, because if you bluff and sell, it's not going to work for a longer term, because people will understand that you are a con man, and they will lose trust in you. The moment the consumer loses trust in a person, it's gone. It's gone. I mean, you are gone, So therefore, we should not tell something which is not right. But yes, sometimes we hide certain things. But you see, we need to understand that when we are going and selling therefore and marketing therefore, we are very transparent that this is what we are doing, this is what we are doing, this is what we are doing. And then what we are doing is, right, that we are basically talking about how do we, go and handle that thing. So sometimes branding therefore, aaj mere paas capacity utilize it. This is called as OEM manufacturing. You might have heard this, right? OEM, yes. Have you heard this word?
Correct.
OEM.
Yes,
what do I do? See, if you go,
I manufacture equipment basically.
Yes, but for someone else. For someone else. You will come to me और मेरे को बोलेगा कि दीपक मेरे को AC बना के दे, मेरा इसका REEM और RUUD, रीम और रूड है, मेरे को उड बना के दे, ऊद बना. So मैं तेरे का वही बनाऊंगा, वही टेक्निकल डालूंगा, मैं लिखूंगा ऊद, manufactured by Rishikesh XYZ. And I will give you, right? What happens is that they are only, so some companies are only into that business. You look at, you see, are you manufacturing there, in Dubai? Are you manufacturing these ACs in Dubai?
No.
So you are not, right? So,
yeah.
Yeah, so you're importing and basically selling. So basically this is a distributor. This is a distribution. UAE markets there are hardly any manufacturing done. Everything is distribution. So you have big distributors there. This big distributors are company by itself. So they will have this also, they will have that also, they will have this also. 50 चीज लेके वो बेच रहा है. The distributor बेच रहा है करके 50 चीज. So therefore the sales guy को वो distributor को पटा के कि मेरा माल बेच is what is his strength. Right? Is what is his strength because वो सब चीज बेच रहा है. वो वहां पे ठेला है. वो बड़ा आदमी है. वो वहीं पे ठेला है. Right? और वो सबका लेके रखा है और सब कंपनी आके उसी को दे रहा है करके. So obviously these are the kind of things which will be conflicting in nature, and these are the kind of things which obviously will be there. So company to company, product to product, company, there could be strategies, markets to markets. There could be strategies, that I will sell this brand only in this place. I will sell this brand only in this place. Okay, so we are very clear on the strategies. So and why this strategy is, I can't answer that, Rishikesh, that why your company is doing it, but what comes to my mind is these are the things which are there. So what you do is, in order to say and take, अभी तू देख मारुति गाड़ी देख ले, और तुम दुबई में तो गाड़ी बड़ा सस्ता है बॉस, मैं जाता रहता हूँ, ठीक है. अभी आप देखो कि 50 चीज है, right? 50 चीज है, right? And we are into various price levels. At various price levels, we are Maruti 800 at nab to nikal diya, Alto at this price, this at this price, this at this price. So we give a variety to the people that you want to buy at which price level. I spoke about pricing, differential pricing the last time. Okay, so coming back here, because I think Sweta More is getting a little hyper. She's asking me, sir, have we started the next chapter? That is a good way of asking me to stop it here, So Sweta, that's a good way of asking me to stop it here. Okay, but anyways, thank you very much, Rishikesh, for joining in. Nice talking to you, beta.
Same here, sir. Appreciate your concern. Yeah. Thank you.
God bless you, dear. God bless you. Yeah. Okay. So now we go on to, what we call as, Sweta is saying, no, sir, I not hyper. I'm not saying hyper. Hyper was a wrong word that I used. You are such a good girl, dear. How can you be hyper? You're the coolest, is it not? Don't worry, dear. Okay, so you see, he was all the way from Dubai and he wanted to ask. So sometimes, Sweta, we have to take care of everyone, is it not? It's a family, na? We have a family, so we have to take care of everyone, dear. Coming back, okay. What we do therefore is promotion mix. What is promotion mix? Bada easy chapter hai, boss. We talked about marketing mix. Kya tha? 4 P's of marketing: product, price, place, promotion. So do not confuse yourself between marketing mix and promotion mix. Marketing mix, 4 P's. What is promotion mix? PM, remember, right? PM, promotion mix. Narendra Modi, don't think about that. We talk about advertising, we talk about sales promotion, we talk about public relation, and we talk about personal selling. 4 things: advertising and sales promotion, public relation, and personal selling, which means these are the 4 things which is called as promotion mix, right? 4 things which are talking about promotion mix, right? Remember, dear friends, because this is what we are doing, we are promoting. How we are promoting? We are communicating. So what we are communicating and why we are communicating? We are communicating marketing, and therefore this is called also as marketing communications. So if you listen or if you hear someone, yeah, what is your marketing communication? Which means they are talking about your promotion mix. Now we say IMC, integrated marketing communication. Integrated means plan. IMC, integrated marketing communication. Integrated means plan, and how I am communicating, what I am communicating, the vehicle that I am communicating is called as integrated marketing communication. Matlab planned marketing communication. Now I'm doing all the 3 chapters together. Okay, because it's a repetition, so don't you worry. Okay, planned marketing communication. Now understand, how does that mean? For example, let's take a product. Okay, Let us take a product, let's say AC. Now, Rishikesh was just talking about air conditioner, you know. Now, if you are selling this air conditioner to retail, right, to B2C, like he was talking about, A brand, B brand, he spoke about Ream and Rude, he spoke about. So what you do is advertising. How is he advertising? What kind of media is he using? Is he using print media, which means brochure? He said about brochure में हम ही technical specification देते हैं. So he is using a brochure, which is a print media. Is he advertising in newspaper? If it is newspaper, which is advertising, which newspaper, right? Is it in Gulf News there? Is it in Khalij Times there? Which news is he advertising? In India, whether we are in Times of India, we are advertising, Hindustan Times we are advertising, DNA we are advertising. Where are we advertising, right? So we need to understand print. If we are advertising in Times of India, right, which edition of Times of India, which day on Times of India? If it is Wednesday, which page on Times of India? Third page. If it is third page, which place? ऊपर right, left hand में, right hand में. If it is on right hand, which space? ऊपर में, नीचे में, side में. Which space? Because every space there is a different price for that, right? Space which are used, different price. A left hand side same ad would cost, let's say, 10,000 rupees, and the right hand side bottom place or the top place of the same ad will cost maybe 30,000 rupees. That's the point of price. So whether it is advertised. Now, if I'm talking about television, let's say air media, are you talking about television? If it is television, which channel? Sony channel, right? Sony channel, which is the time, prime time or non-prime time? If it is prime time, in under or when, which serial is going on, depending on the TRP of the serial, where are you promoting the product? So we need to understand all the. If it's the radio, which channel? FM channel. कब देंगे करके, कितनी बार देंगे करके. So the type of channel, this is called as vehicle, right? Media vehicle we call it. The type of media vehicle use, where we are using, the frequency of uses, everything cost is involved. And we need to plan all that कि हम कैसे advertising करेंगे. Sales promotion. Now coming to sales promotion. SP. What is sales promotion? We will say, dear, the company, US company will say, Rishikesh will say, sir, you know, please take me for in service as technical GM, general manager, technical. Deepak will come free. Take this 50% discount, 70% discount, 1+1 free, jo aao le jao, right? So that is called as sales promotion. Now remember, sales promotion gives a push, whereas advertising gives a pull. When we advertise the product, we are asking the people to come to us and buy the product. When they come to us, we are giving them some kind of an incentive, saying that, sir, you buy this, there's an offer, 2+1 free, sir. So sales promotion is giving you a push. So advertising and sales promotion is push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. A good kind of a balance. Therefore, all good companies not only just think about creating a pull. If you look at Apple, they were just talking of creating a pull, talking about advertising, giving a good product, selling at a high price, exclusive distribution at certain places karke, and this is how, no price cut anywhere, this is how we are going to sell. But if you look at, as they came out with different products, in 2 years time, 4S, 5C, 5S, 6 plus, right? When they came out in 2-3 years time of all these products, they started getting into sales promotion activities in the next lower range of products. For example, when they started, let's say 5S, they sold at 53, 54,000. The moment 6 came in, they went down the price to 40,000, 43,000, came back to 38,000, and so on and so forth. So what is happening is, we call it, I spoke about it when we spoke about product, when we talk about what we call as cannibalization, eating into one's own share. We don't mind, provided we are getting a share at a higher price. Everything is strategy. I'll talk about it in the next semester. Everything is strategy, and therefore sales promotion creates a push. Advertising creates a pull. Good balance of push and pull is something which helps to market. The third one is personal selling. What is personal selling? Personal selling means I as a sales guy selling. In a B2B, I require, if it's a plant technical product, you require people who are technically qualified to go and sell. If it's a pharmaceutical product, you require BSc or pharmacy or science graduate to understand what the anatomy of a human being is and how the physiological process works. Therefore, they get trained into their systems of product of a pharmaceutical composition, and then they go and market, right? If it's an FMCG product, everybody can understand and go and sell, probably irrespective of the kind of specialization that you have done. Dear, which is personal selling, one-to-one selling. Sales guys involved. Obviously what they are doing, selling. Then we have PR. PR is public relation, publicity. You talk about event management. You talk about, suppose I am trying to come with a share in shares, right? And I am wanting to come with equity into the market, and I come and I told my PR agency that, dear, please go ahead and and have some press conference, get me onto the NDTV Profit, get me onto CNBC, Times Now, and so that I'm going to talk. So I come and I talk about my company, I talk about what it is doing. These are PR activities, public relation activity, right? Understand. See, another thing is advertising is a paid form, which means that we have to pay money for advertising space that we use. We have to pay money to the advertising agency, and the advertising agency's revenue stream, therefore, is one, services which they are rendering. Two, they are talking about the space. When they get the space, hire the space, the vendor, which is the Times of India, let's say, they also give some commission to the advertising agency. So advertising is a paid form, whereas PR is a non-paid form. You will read in the books. When I say not paid, what do I mean? I mean the space or the time, airtime which is used, that is not paid for. But the PR agency which is doing these services has to be paid, right? So PR is a non-paid form. When we say this non-paid because of the space, in case it's a print, or whether it is some news article देते हैं हम, news article के जैसा एक देते हैं और नीचे लिखते हैं this is not an advertising, this is not an advertisement, right? Which is a PR activity, right? We need to understand there that PR is also one of the major things, because this helps communicates about the company. It helps create goodwill among people, about the company, and this helps together in bringing together these things. This is called as integrated marketing communication, because what am I going to do in all these four elements of the marketing communication mix or system needs to be planned. For example, I may say I will do advertising, and I will do some sales promotion, but I will not do any PR. I will keep 3 sales guys. Or I may say I will do PR activity and I may do personal selling. I will do advertising very, very rapidly, but because I'm creating a pull and I'm talking about just creating a goodwill by certain lot of events in the company and lot of events, which is required, I'm trying to create a pull. I have good sales guys whom I have taken from premier business schools who will go and talk about the product, we will explain the product, and so we are not going to do any sales promotion. We are not interested in any 1 month plus 1 free, 10% discount, nothing. So I will say I will not do any sales promotion, but I will talk about advertising, I will talk about PR activities, and I will do a lot of personal selling, right? This is what is called as planning, because you need to plan what you need to do what. So just to summarize the entire 3 things which we will be talking about here, one is very, very simple, and that is that we need to understand that promotion makes one. First, let's say promotion is, here I'm talking about the last P of the marketing mix. When it comes to product, promotion has got elements, 4 elements in the promotion mix. 1 is advertising, 2 is sales promotion, 3 is personal selling, 4 is public relation. These four things are also called as marketing communication, and because what is it that we are going to do for what, which needs to be planned, and therefore we also call it as IMC, or integrated marketing communication. These are the different words which are used, so don't be confused. Don't be confused with marketing mix and promotion mix, which also I have clarified to you. Advertising creates a pull, sales promotion creates a push. PR agency also is basically trying to create a pull by giving a lot of goodwill things, and personal selling obviously will go and trying to push the product into the market. So it's push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Okay, that is what is entire promotion all about. And I even talked about, and I will be talking or showing you a few slides as we move ahead on what is IMC. Before I move on to the topic, because we discussed a lot about it, I would like to ask you if you have any questions which we need to take, because we are already into the PPT, and we will move that, but let's understand. If you have any questions, I will answer them. Anyone? Or is it clear to all of you? If yes, say yes. If no, say no and ask me the question. Okay. Sweta says very clear, sir. Very clear, very clear, very clear. Yes, sir. Any questions you people have at this point in time? Anyone has any question at this point in time? Okay, great. Okay, great. Okay. So we move ahead. We move ahead. I will talk about, okay, Sandeep, AIDA. It's not ADIA, it is AIDA, AIDA. AIDA concept is called as attention, interest, desire, and action. Okay, which means when we talk about promotion or advertising, we have to see that can we, and in what way is it possible for a marketeer to create attention of the consumer. पहले attention तो लेना पड़ेगा ना तेरा मेरी तरफ. So attention of the consumer. Once the attention is there, what do I do to create a desire in that consumer? Desire to know more about my product. Once he has the desire, he comes and sees the product. What do I need to do to create an interest in his mind for my product? Interest, the next I, interest, AIDA, AIDA. First attention, interest, then desire. Attention, interest, then desire, right? And then finally is action. Action is actually going ahead and buying the product. Pankaj, chapter number 11, chapter number 13, chapter number 11, I think 13, yes. And which one? Another 8, 9, 10, 11. 10th, 11th, and I think 13th, Okay, 10th, 11th, and 13th. Yeah, 10, yes, Shweta. 10th, 11th, and 13th there. Okay. Again, AIDA. So AIDA is attention, interest, desire, action, Bharat. What do you do to create, Bharat, are you married? Yes or no? Bharat, are you married? Yes or no? He doesn't say by yes. Now he's saying just yes. Samajh lo jo samajhna hai. Good, good. Very good, yeah. See, understand. You see, when you're married, now you go home, you want, how will you create attention? You want attention of your wife. How will you create it? You need to think. Let us understand. Let me get back to this, because then probably people will connote me in a different way. Forget it. Let us understand here. A marketeer needs to understand what is it that we need to do to create attention. Once the attention is created, the person will see, हाँ बता क्या पूछ रहा है बता क्या है देख देख क्या चीज है बता. So once he has, and then he creates the attention and he sees the product, maybe he gets interested. Yeah, कुछ मजा है इसमें. He gets interested, and once he gets interested, what will happen is obviously he will probe more, he will talk more, he will try to understand more. The moment he gets interested in that product, he will have a desire. Right? Desire to know more about the product, desire to understand, right? He will have a desire, and finally the action. And what is the action? Buy my product, right? That is an action. I'm looking at buying my product, right? So that is called as an AIDA, A-I-D-A, AIDA model, right? Attention, interest, desire, action. Are you clear? Are you clear? Very good. Yeah. Very good. Any other questions you have? Any other questions you have? Anyone, any other questions? Okay, so what I'll do is, since you don't, we will just rush through, we are into chapter number 11, right? Okay, we basically, I think we have to, talk about chapter number 10, but chapter number 10, I have already explained you, integrated marketing communication. Integrated marketing communication is planned communication. The four things which we talked about, which is advertising, sales promotion, public relation, and personal selling. Right? I explained you chapter number 10 without the PPT. Now come to chapter number 11, which we are talking about advertising and sales promotion. So what we are talking about advertising and sales promotion, we need to understand advertising is any form of impersonal paid communication in which the sponsor is identified. Which means if Rishikesh's company is promoting Reem through a brochure, let's say, right? It's an paid form, right? He puts the advertisement in a journal. He puts an advertising in, let's say, a magazine or a newspaper. It's a paid form, and it paid form, but people know what the product is. People know who is advertising, which is the sponsor or the company. It is identified. So advertising is any form of impersonal paid communication in which the sponsor or the company is identified. Look at this page 4. I'm on slide number 4. Look at this effect of advertising. When it comes to effects of advertising, we look at this particular chart of all the four promotion mix which I spoke about. Now let us understand advertising. When I advertise, I have advertised, any media, I have advertised. Communication control is low because मैंने advertisement छोड़ दिया हूँ. Feedback amount at that point in time very little, I don't know. Speed, I may get the feedback, but delayed after some time. Message flow क्या है? One direction. I'm talking, you don't know what to do. You just see in the newspaper ad or see the television ad or listen at the radio, right? Or see a magazine, that's all, right? So message flow direction is one way. Message content control, yes, because we can control the content of the message, right? Because we have only given, like how Rishikesh says, the technical thing hum hi de rahe hain. So we can control what we are wanting to do. Sponsor identification, yes, we know it is from Rishikesh. We know it's from that Reem brand, comes from his company, right? And whatever his company's name is, right? So we know with the sponsor identification. Reaching large audience very fast. Imagine, dear, just to tell you, just to give you some figures, let's say a Times of India, a full page ad on Times of India, let's say full page ad on the first page of Times of India for, let's say, a building or a retail, maybe costing them, let's say, 10 lakhs of rupees or 30 lakhs of rupees. Now let's understand here, a full page cover at 30 lakhs, okay. Now you'll say कि sir ये तो बहुत महंगा है, but people feel it's not महंगा. Reason being, they talk about pricing when it comes to what is the cost per contact. Cost per contact. How do they do that? They say कि चलो let's say some easy figures. Let's say 10 lakhs of rupees. They will say कि dear, ये जो है टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया का सर्कुलेशन जो है साहब, वो कितना है, ये पर्टिकुलर एडिशन का सर्कुलेशन कितना है? तो बोलेगा सर टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया का ये पर्टिकुलर का सर्कुलेशन हमारा 3 लाख है साहब. तो अगर सर्कुलेशन 3 लाख है तो वो पकड़ेगा 3 लाख घरों में ये जाता है. ऑन एन एवरेज अगर वो 3 लाख घर के अंदर एवरेज 4 आदमी है, मतलब 12 लाख लोग उसको देख सकते हैं. लेकिन पकड़ो 4 आदमी नहीं पढ़ते हैं न्यूज़पेपर, घर में सिर्फ 2 आदमी ही देखते हैं, तो मतलब 6 लाख लोग या 3 आदमी ही देखते हैं, मतलब 9 लाख आदमी मेरा एडवर्टाइजिंग देखेगा. तो अगर 10 लाख, लेट्स से 10 लाख देखेगा, अगर 10 लाख रुपया मेरा कॉस्ट है, तो मेरा पर कॉन्टैक्ट 1 रुपया कॉस्ट पड़ा टू द manufacturer. So when I say manufacturer here, I mean the advertiser. 1 रुपया पड़ा. So if more and more people are going to use it, less and less becomes the cost per thing. Imagine a TV ad. A 30-second spot of a TV on a prime channel, let's say on a very, very good serial, which TRP rating is very high, which have a maximum people looking at it. And depending on the product and the target audience which are looking at that kind of a family drama, it should be a family product, right? Which they probably can decide. So once you do that advertising there, you know that so many people at one shot, let's say, if it is in, entire India, let's say you are looking at, forget the foreign country, if it is in entire India, you know that this many people, let's say, all of a sudden at 130-second ad, it goes to 1 crore, households. And if it goes to 1 crore household, and if 5 people also or 3 people also see that ad at that point in time, then, they say 3 crore people have seen my ad. So 3 crore people sees my ad at 10 lakhs of rupees, which I've spent for a 30-second ad, has given me only 30 paisa per contact. That's how FMCG companies look at advertising. In other words, reaching large audience is very, very fast, very, very fast. Immediately, it is ad, and immediately you will have to look at and get the ad. So new brands probably have do something also we do call as institutional advertising. What is institutional? The company advertises them. So like you see Reliance, Birla, Aditya Birla Group, Reliance, right, Foundation or Reliance. What is this? This is called an institutional advertising. Institutional advertising, probably is done because of the public to create a goodwill that it's a good company, the public. It is done to the investment community, ki invest in us, we are a big company and we are doing everything which is there. The customers also understand and the employees who work for them, So this is very, very important, right? Okay? It is very, very important. About this way of, didn't knew about this way of dealing. Sweta, I didn't understand what you're saying. Wow, you explained this so nice, sir. Didn't know what about this way of dealing. No, I don't understand. I didn't understand your question. With this way of dealing means I didn't understand that. So institutional advertising, frame the question again, Sweta. So what happens is institutional advertising, therefore, is when you promote the entire company as a whole, when you promote the entire corporation as a whole, it tries to promote corporate citizenship. Karke. It's a unique form of what we call as advocacy advertising, wherein we are looking at it. Then we talk about product advertising, right? Like just here Rishikesh was talking about a product advertising, right? You're the first people in the market, pioneer advertising, competitive advertising, right? Compare influence for specific brands ko hum log compete kar rahe hain, like Cola Awards, they have a Cola Awards, like Pepsi is competing Coca-Cola, Cola Awards, comparative advertising. Comparative advertising means, two people, right? Like you see these washing powder people, show them, मेरा 2 चम्मच और उसका 1 चम्मच झाग देखो निकालो कपड़ा whites. Comparative advertising, Yeah, okay. Advertising through channel and newspaper. Okay, good, yeah. I understood, dear. Okay, so you're complimenting me. Thank you very much, dear. Okay, advertising campaign. Then we run an advertising campaign. What is advertising campaign, dear? You look at IPL. जब IPL होता है तो Vodafone. ये time मैंने I didn't see a single match of IPL, so I don't know whether they're showing. Are they showing Vodafone ads? Are they showing those Vodafone ads now in IPL? Whoever is seeing, in case anyone is seeing IPL here. Yes, okay. So they are showing the Vodafone ad, yeah? Yes, Vodafone super fan, says Gaurav. Very good. So, IPL में अगर तुम देखोगे, what they have done is they have a campaign, right? They have a campaign. So what they do is, they will continuously go and advertise. That's a campaign, They fix up the advertising objective. They make creative decision. Creative means, जैसे आपने बताया ना, Vodafone super fan. Some guy Zuzu लगा रहा था last time. क्रिएटिव एड विल मेक मीडिया डिसीजंस. कौन से चैनल पे कब कितने बजे आईपीएल में दिखाएंगे, कौन से मैच में, सब मैच में क्या, कितनी फ्रीक्वेंसी होगा, हर आदमी आउट होगा तो दिखाएगा, हर चौवे के बाद दिखाएगा, हर छक्के के बाद दिखाएगा, हर ओवर चेंज के बाद दिखाएगा, क्या दिखाएगा, द मीडिया, द कैंपेन. एंड वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. सो दे यूज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज डैगमार अप्रोच. Dagmar means defining advertising goals by measuring advertising result. I'm repeating. defining advertising goals and measuring advertising result, right? Which means you define an advertising goal, define the target audience which you want to promote to, define that what is the kind of percentage change that we are looking at कि ये लोग मेरे product इतना लेते थे लेकिन अभी मैं उसको इस product में लाऊंगा, and define that what is the time frame on that change happening. Define. So we have to define these things very clearly first, and then go and do advertising, and then see whether this has been done or not, which means we are defining advertising goals and measuring advertising result. Right, we need to do that. Creative decisions means how will you execute the message. If it is a print ad और मैं एक print ad paper में ad दूंगा तो creative क्या होगा, मेरा headline क्या होगा, मेरा slogan क्या होगा, मैं body बोलते हैं इसको, body के अंदर क्या message डालूंगा, कैसे लिखूंगा उस चीज को, क्या लिखूंगा. This is called as creative decisions. How will I execute the message? If it's an air ad, shall I use a musical component? Shall I show demonstration of the product? Shall I show a mood? Shall I make it humorous? Shall I make it fantastic? You see that AXC eggs ka that fantasy chocolate ad, guy is running and all the girls are running behind, fantasy. So kaise dikhaunga, we need to understand all that. Shall we show the lifestyle, abhi like abki baar Modi Sarkar ad says Paul, that abki baar Modi Sarkar, very good. You had that great campaign on this. So what are the major types of media? Newspaper, magazine, radio, television, outdoor मालूम है हम जाते हैं, होर्डिंग लगे रहते हैं, right? हर जगह होर्डिंग लगे रहते हैं. Internet is a major media today. If you look at, they are very, how do you select the media? कॉस्ट पर कॉन्टैक्ट, कितने लोगों को हम रीच चाह रहे हैं, कितनी बार हम दिखाएंगे, किस ऑडियंस को दिखाएंगे, उसका लाइफ स्पैन क्या होगा उस एड का. अगर हम बोलेंगे एडवर्टाइजिंग दिखाएंगे तो मीडिया को शेड्यूल कैसे करेंगे, मतलब सोनी में दिखाएंगे या मैं सहारा में दिखाऊंगा या मैं कलर पे दिखाऊंगा. अगर मैं कलर पे दिखाऊंगा तो कब दिखाऊंगा, किस टाइम पे दिखाऊंगा, किस सीजन में दिखाऊंगा, कैसे दिखाऊंगा. ये दिस इज कॉल्ड एज media scheduling. Right, with that we go to, again, for people who will be taking specialization of marketing, advertising and sales promotion is one subject in your third semester. So advertising and sales promotion is one subject, distribution is another subject. ये पूरा एक subject है बॉस, जो आप next semester में करेंगे. Next semester नहीं, sorry, third semester में, next year में you will be doing it, whoever is going to take marketing specialization. Now sales promotion. So what is sales promotion? 1 + 1 free, 50% discount, right? Communication moderate है, feedback amount little है, feedback speed में vary, message is 50% दे दिया, 1 + 1 free, message control है, यानी same format which you are seeing. Why do we do sales promotion? Obviously to increase trial, to boost consumer inventory. तेरे को 2 चीज चाहिए लेकिन 4 पे 2 मिल रहा है तो तूने 4 उठा लिया. Encourage brand switching. मैं दूसरा प्रोडक्ट लेना चाह रहा था लेकिन मैं यहाँ आया और मेरे को लेने का था पेप्सी, मैं आया तो मैंने देखा कोको कोला 1 + 1 फ्री दे रहा है, मैंने उठा लिया. Right? Encourage brand switching from one brand to another. So what are we looking at? To loyal customers who are using my product, I am looking at that I am giving you this scheme to reinforce your behavior. कि तू आके बार-बार मेरा प्रोडक्ट खरीदे, to reinforce my behavior. कॉम्पिटिटिव कस्टमर जो यूज कर रहे हैं उसको मैं 1 + 1 फ्री दे रहा हूं, सो दैट आई कैन ब्रेक देयर लॉयल्टी एंड दे टेक माय प्रोडक्ट. People who normally buy brand switches, आज मैंने ये खरीदा, कल मैंने वो खरीदा, तरसों मैंने ये खरीदा, कोई ऐसा स्पेसिफिक नहीं है कि हमें यही चाहिए. Brand switches के लिए we persuade them to buy our brand because we are giving them something additional, so we are persuading them to buy our brand. Price buyers मतलब negotiate करके lowest price खरीदना चाह रहा है, so we will appeal with low prices to them, right? By giving them discounts, by giving them coupons and so on and so forth. Yeah. What is a coupon? You give a coupon. Next time you come and buy 250 rupees off in your next purchase. Karke. Give them rebates, give them some contests which are there. People who are buying from you regularly, give them some kind of awards and things like that. See, sales promotion, this I did not talk, I should tell you, are of three ways. Three ways. Samadhan, very simple, dear. Advertising is a paid form, advertising is pull, sales promotion is 50% discount, 10 1 plus 1 free and all that. This is pushing. These are two different things. Okay. What is trade promotion? हम तीन टाइप के ट्रेड प्रमोशन करते हैं. One we call as consumer trade promotion. What is consumer trade promotion? जब हम 150% डिस्काउंट 70% डिस्काउंट लिखते हैं तो कंज्यूमर को वो डिस्काउंट मिलता है. अगर मैं कपड़े लेने को जाता हूं और उसमें लिखा है 70% डिस्काउंट, आई गेट दैट डिस्काउंट व्हेन आई बाय द प्रोडक्ट. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज कंज्यूमर ट्रेड प्रमोशन. The next one is called as trade sales promotion. ट्रेड मीन्स वो जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर को मार्जिन देते हैं कि यार तू 10 लाख का माल ले रहा है, 15 लाख का लेगा तो तेरे को और 10% एडिशनल डिस्काउंट देंगे तेरे लिए. So because he's putting more inventory and using and giving you more order, so that is called as intermediary or trade sales promotion. And the third one is called as sales force trade promotion. Sales force trade promotion is the sales guys who are actually going to get orders from the distributor, who are actually going to sell to the consumer. They also should be given something. So by way of incentives, the sales guys give those incentives and all that. That is called as sales force trade promotion. So three kind of sales promotion are there. It's ultimately, to get more distribution so that, we go and keep everyone happy. If you give only sales promotion to the consumer, the trade fellow will say, मुझे क्या दिया? और अगर ट्रेड को भी दिया तो सेल्स वाला बोलेगा कि यार मैंने तो सब किया, मुझे क्या मिला? So you give all of them. Just to summarize, therefore, advertising is any form of impersonal paid communication in which the sponsor or the organization is identified. Institutional advertising promotes the entire organization as a whole. Right? Advertising campaign is a series of related advertising. Like I gave you an IPL having a campaign advertising in the, Vodafone having a campaign in IPL like we had, that we are looking. IDA is attention, interest, desire, action, is a model which is used for advertising, and Dagmar are very two popular approach, right, to affect advertising. So we have the Dagmar approach, which is defining advertising goals by measuring advertising results, and different kinds of sales promotional tools are used for consumers as well as institutional markets as well as sales people. Right? So this is what ends your chapter on advertising and sales promotion, which are the first two elements of the promotion mix or marketing communication or integrated marketing communication. Okay, now let me see some question. Kaushiki asking, sir, all the three trade promotion names once more. One is called as consumer trade promotion, which is given to consumer. Okay, is given to consumer. Second is called as trade sales promotion. Trade sales promotion, Sweta, is promotions or discounts or rebates given to the intermediaries we just spoke about in distribution channels. या इंटरमीडियरीज को जो हम देते हैं, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स को जो हम देते हैं, होलसेलर्स को जो हम देते हैं, रिटेलर्स को जो हम देते हैं कि भाई तू 4 बॉटल पेप्सी का ले 2 बॉटल फ्री. So it is given only to the trade, right? आपको तो वही 10 रुपए में मिल रहा है, but because he is stocking 6 together, 4 together and he is giving, तो उसको 2 free दे रहा है. That is trade sales promotion. And the third is the sales force trade promotion. Sales force को जो लड़के लोग काम करते हैं उनको भी तो कुछ देना पड़ेगा, तो उनको incentivize किया जाता है, कॉन्टेस्ट देते हैं, फॉरेन विजिट्स देते हैं, काफी कुछ अवार्ड्स देते हैं, ये सब किया जाता है, उसको बोलते हैं सेल्स फोर्स ट्रेड प्रमोशन. These are the three kind of sales promotion. Are you clear, Kaushiki? Trade sales promotion, Sweta, you asked. I'm sure you are clear now. Okay. Sir, can you please explain driver that I have done that? Okay. Sir, Pepsi VIP box. Very good. Karan is saying, sir, देखो advertising कर रहा है Pepsi VIP box लगाया है Pepsi का. वो जो ये खरीदेगा लेगा उसको वहाँ बिठाएगा. Pepsi VIP box दिखा रहा है IPL में. Great. Yeah. Right. ठीक है. Third one, sir, I am working in Sony company and I am daily facing this problem. But advertising is very important for a product. What problem are you facing, Shankar? Excellent, says Kaushiki. Thank you very much, dear. God bless you. I am excellent, yes. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, come on. Okay. Tell me. Okay. What is it that you are talking about? Shankar, what are you asking? What problem you are facing, dear? Shankar, what is the problem that you are facing? You asked me that question. No problem you are facing. So what have you written? Sir, I am working in Sony company. I am daily facing this all problem. But advertising is very important for a product. So what is the problem? That's I'm asking you. So you're saying no problem. I don't know. Maybe you are framed the question in a wrong way. Anyway, no problem. You can frame it again, dear. I am here to answer that. Market intermediary, Sharat Chandra is I have already spoken about. I think you joined late. Yeah, market intermediaries are the channel members, are the distributors. We spoke about 4 levels of distribution, right? Wherein we talked about agent, wholesaler, retailer, right, and the consumer. So these people, anything or anyone in between to help us reach the product from the manufacturer end to the retailer end, all of them, all those people in the channel are called as intermediaries, and we also call them as channel members. I think you joined us late, Sharad. Yeah, I think you were not there, right? Okay, what I'm going to do is the next two, which is PR and personal selling, I am going to load that chapter, last one, and talk about these two short in 10 minutes and make it over. In the meantime, if you have any questions, you can talk about it. Sir, I'm working in one pharma company. Sometimes I'm facing price related issue. Sir, any suggestion from your end? Yeah, dear Pankaj, remember price related issues are, pharmaceutical is a See, I will put it in this way, Pankaj, that as product differentiation is thinning now, Pankaj, what is selling is a relationship. People don't buy our products because we manufacture the best product in the world. Just Rishikesh said, sir, 2 brands we are selling. I know the technical specification, everything is same. But yet some person will buy Reem and some will buy Root. These are the 2 brands which Rishikesh spoke about, will buy Root, because relationships are very important. Especially in pharmaceutical, Pankaj, if you go with paracetamol, I have Crocin as a brand and you have Anacin as a brand. Both have paracetamol 50 mg. Both dosage is 1 BD, let's say. I go to the doctor and you go to the doctor. We both talk about the same product. What is it that you are going to talk different? Because it's absolutely the same coming from 2 different companies. Yet doctor is going to write one product, either Crocin or Anacin. Why? Not because of the product, not because of the company, but because of the goodwill, because of you, because of the difference that he sees in that product. When I say difference which he sees, he doesn't see any difference in the product, but he sees difference in all the other things. So relationship is the key. Always remember, I always say, people do not buy from me because I make the best product in the world. People buy from me, and everybody doesn't buy from me, but whoever buy from me because they want to buy from me and not because I am the only best product in the world. Therefore, dear, everyone sells. Everyone sells. Price related issue are secondary issues. I train people in sales and I tell them, look at how can you build relationships with that guy. And then the doctor will come and tell you, yaar, mere pen pe likha hua hai. This is what doctors normally say in a pharmaceutical. I train a lot of pharmaceutical guys. Mere pen pe likha hua hai. तो मुझे याद रहता है तेरा, लेकिन जब मैं लिखता हूँ ना, मैं क्रोसिन लिख देता हूँ बेटा. Next time तेरा ध्यान रखूंगा. But yet he never writes. Is it not? I'm sure you see, this is there. So we have to look at it. Yeah. Why ADU sometimes fake? I didn't understand, Sinaroy. What's your question? Why advertising sometimes fake? Well, advertising is not fake, you see. It's the consumer which has to decide whether it's a fake or not. Nothing fake will work for a long time, Sinaroy, right? Nothing fake will work for a long time. Always remember this, you see. We have to understand there is ethics behind advertising, and I don't subscribe to that business, wherein we have this. So if it is fake advertising, it is called a surrogate advertising sometimes. Like if you are talking about Kingfisher water, everybody knows what they're talking about. Bagpiper soda, everybody knows what they're talking about. If you are in Mumbai and you open the newspaper, you will see massage parlor, everybody knows what is happening. You will see escorts, everybody knows what is happening. Right. So these are surrogate advertising, you see, and let's not get into that. When you come into the third semester, and if you are taking marketing, I will talk about all of that, Okay, with that, dear, if you have any questions, you can tell me, or I am loading the last one, which is chapter number, I think, 12th or 13th, 13th, I think, 13th I'm going to load, and we will finish it off very fast here. Okay, I'm taking a pause and loading the next one. We'll move that fast, okay, in 10 minutes time. Okay, my grandfather, she's Prakruti, used to say that marketing should be such that you should be able to sell ice to an Eskimo and he should not regret his purchase. That's an old saying. Yeah, you're right, you see. It's an old saying. If you are able to sell the need, okay, to that person, why not? Why not, Prakriti? Why not? So let's get into the last one, which is personal selling. What is personal selling? Very simple. It's a direct communication between a sales rep and the consumer, right? It's a direct communication, right? It requires personal selling is very, very important, especially in a B2B business, right? B2B business, you need to go to the customer, you need to talk about it, technical qualifications are required, technical competencies are required, salespeople represent the whole company. The type of people, the type of person, you see companies spend so much money in training these sales guys. Companies are taking people at so high salary from business schools to sell their products, right? To market their product, because and over and above that, they call people like us to go and train them and give us huge amount of money. Let's understand, because they know that the sales guy is basically the face of the company. If the sales guy is good, people will say, wow, the company is good. If the sales guy is not good or doesn't listen, doesn't take action, and I'll say, wow, bekar company, that's not good. So therefore personal selling is very important. People, qualification, experience, product, whether he's able to understand and listen to the needs of the consumer correctly, and then probably give them what he requires, demonstrating the product which is there, customizing the message as the consumer needs it, right? These are very important things. And finally, relationship selling, I've already spoken about here, that relationship selling is long-term selling. It's a multi-stage process that emphasizes personalization and empathy as key ingredients in identifying prospects and developing them as long-term satisfied customers. If you look at this slide number 7, the same kind of slide wherein our communication control is high, feedback amount is much, immediate, two-way communication is there, because आप भी बात कर रहे हैं, मैं भी बात कर रहा हूँ. Message control is high because I can stop and listen to you, and you can stop and listen to me, and when you are talking and things like that. And what happens is gives a very, very clear-cut thing. So obviously these people are to support. They are technical specialists, like just now Rishikesh talked about being a technical specialist, right? Supporting the salespeople to provide technical assistance, basically to order-oriented salespeople, right? What is the step in selling process? First, I say you have to qualify a lead. So lead generation is there. You have to refer. You can get lead generation by referrals. I'm a sales guy, let's say an insurance sales guy. You tell me, ki, you know, my brother is also looking for an insurance and my cousin is also looking for an insurance. Please go there, you know. I can do networking and get these people, and then I need to qualify them. I said qualification of sales I have coined as you should know whether that person is a man, M-A-N. Man means that whether he has the money, whether he has the authority to decide, and whether he has a need. If we will find a person who has the money and who has the authority to decide and has the need, then I go and approach them. When I go and approach them, I speak to them, understand their needs, and give them my product, give them a sales proposal, convince them that the need that they have will be satisfied by using this product or solution which I am providing. Then probably he says, okay, then probably we can give a written proposal. We can, obviously, when we talk about, he will also have some objections. He will also have some queries. We need to basically answer those queries. And finally, the sales guy needs to close the sale, which means ask for an order. When he asks for an order, obviously, you know, he will ask the price. There could be negotiations which could take place. And negotiation are very important thing which a sales guy should know. And finally, you close the sale and follow it up, whether it is happening or not. How are they giving? Have they received the stock at the right time, in the right place, at the right quantity, is what sales guy should look at. And sales management is therefore already there to look at all these activities, and they should define, and they define the sales goal, they define the sales force structure, how many people will be there, where they recruit and train the sales force, they compensate and motivate sales forces, as we spoke about sales force promotion, you know, lot of incentives, etc., 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 and they obviously evaluate the sales force. Now that's what is personal selling, and personal selling is very, very important and very crucial and vital in a B2B segment. Then we have PR. PR evaluates public attitudes, identified issues that elicit public concern, and executes program to gain public understanding and acceptance. Let us take an example and just complete this. You know, when Cadbury, there was worms which was there, which was found out by the company. There was a big hue and cry, and everyone stopped buying Cadbury. Cadbury immediately reacted and responded, understood that this was because of the storage of Cadbury in a particular vendor, and therefore this problem have come up. They went on by importing machines and had a new pack which was something which is tamper-proof pack. They called, you know, got Amitabh Bachchan, made an advertising, went, showed him through the entire factory, had that advertising campaign done, had the packaging chain in the product, and together they went on aggressively with this, talking about giving articles and all that, and the Cadbury again came into limelight. So event management, managing events, talking about this is what is very, very important in PR, and PR is another one of the element of promotion mix that ends your course, dear, that ends your course of the second semester, right? Oh, sorry, of the first semester. I hope you all give your exams well and do yours. Let's see what Nestle will no doubt to save their brand Maggie. Yes, Paul is saying, you know, we have got this message that Maggie has got some, FDA has found out some problem in Maggie with some, lead items there. And let's see how, you know, this is being responded to and how Maggie or Nestle takes this. Very good, very good, very good, Paul. And, you know, this is another thing which you will have to look at. Any other questions? If you have, you can type, right? My number, I think you all have 9819526 I'm sorry, 26798. This is my number. Okay, in case you want to probably write to me, you can write to me at dbcda.com. Okay, in case you have. Yes, you can join, you can. Okay. I'm doing a workshop tomorrow, day after tomorrow, on mastering the interview and how to clear interviews, and how probably here at Wellinger you are not eligible, but next time from the next semester I think you will be eligible. So, you know, a lot of value added activities you can come. I'm doing this workshop, you know, on this. Sir, we have, both are easy, dear. If you need to sell, if you have a good product, both are easy, dear. Okay, that's the way we have you. If you have any questions, I will take, or rest if you do not have, then God bless you. Thank you very much for tuning in, right? Thank you very much for tuning in, dear. Take good care of your health, and good night. Best of luck for your exams, dear. Best of luck for your exam. Everything is important, dear. From exam point of view, everything is important, because this is a MCQ based exam and you don't know what will come to whom. Okay, thanks for the excellent lecture, says Lakshmi. Lakshmi, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sailesh. Thank you very much. Great speech and great lecture. Thank you, Sarachan. I am good and I am very good, dear. Thank you very much, dear. Thank you. Good night and good take care of it. Bye-bye.